Hello, everybody, and welcome to Star Chasers, episode 46, Omens, with a special guest. Who could it be?
Could it be?
Vincent Price?
Yep, it's special guest Vincent Price. Yep.
Right.
Okay. So last time, the Star Chasers went into the Storm Giant City and into the castle where they met with the Queen of the Storm Giants, her Oracle, and various other members of her court to prove Hester's innocence, as she had been deemed the doom of the sphere, according to their Oracle. They proved that, hey, that's probably not our Hester by showing that there are a bunch of shapeshifters around.
I distinctly said, nuh-uh.
No, not me. No take-backsies.
No take-backsies was the important. No tabaxis.
No, well...
One. Well, yes, but that one's coming with us.
So that was settled, and the crew decided to attempt to go back to the Shadowfell, where they will go confront Marley's dad, who has been replaced by a shapeshifter, with Marley's dad. So at the end of last episode, we met Vraska, the Medusa captain of a Spelljammer. But we're going to rewind slightly to fix a couple things. One, we got Marley's dad. Jupiter is coming with us. I think we left him in the ship last time. So you all go fetch Jupiter. Knifey's probably like, oh, God, come along. Hester disarms him. And he goes and finds something fried and on a stick.
The only character I can stiff on.
You were the strongest party member until Ariel showed up.
Yeah. Now that Ariel's back, I've really degraded. But played a lot of field hockey. That's what I'm saying.
So you all head to the Spelljammer ship. Vraska welcomes you. And last episode, someone asked who was her crew, and I said there was no crew. Well, I was mistaken. There is one other member of the crew. Garrett, would you like to reintroduce Ariel and say what she is doing right now?
What she's doing? That's a good question. She's probably leaning up against a corner of the ship, trying to look badass and cool like she is.
She doesn't have to try.
with her heavily armored person and her battle axe dangling at her side, and her shield on her back, with her very pale skin and eyes with no pupils and long straight black hair, and probably no look of emotion on her face.
I remember him.
So, yeah. So Vraska basically says, make yourselves comfortable. And that she says there is one other person on the ship, her current partner, Ariel. And she goes about and starts flying the ship. And unlike your ship, she has like a straight up like pirate steering wheel that she is using to pilot this thing.
You said there's two lightning canisters that are like the source of the...
two big, like, contained Tesla coils on the side of the ship are powering it, seemingly.
Would you have heard about this Doom of Spheres thing? On the news?
Yeah, it probably was. It probably was being talked about, yeah, on the news, in the broadsheets.
As soon as Hester boards the ship, she's like, aren't you the Doom of Spheres?
Ariel, very lovely to see you.
Storm of Stars. Doom of Spheres is my second cousin.
No, it turns out that was very embellished, Ariel. I shall not be dooming any spheres today. But
how unfortunate. I'm looking to meet vengeance. Seems as if you were cleared of all charges.
That yes, Yes.
You're a remarkable lawyer.
Yes. Well represented.
Meow.
Yeah, she just looks at Marley, slightly disappointed. Good to see you, Marley.
Disappointed in Marley?
No. Disappointed that she doesn't have any vengeance to dish out.
Oh.
There's nobody that's guilty.
Pleasure to see you again, in great honorable Inquisitor Ariel the First. Will you be coming with us? Are you traveling with us?
We might be dishing out some vengeance.
Yeah. This is my dad. My father. And there's a copy of him in my home. So we want that to not be anymore. It's kind of like vengeance, if you want to come along.
So you have two fathers and you only wish to have one? I would be happy to help you with this.
You nailed it. Spot on. But I want to keep this one. This it might get confusing. The other one looks exactly like this one.
Perhaps we should put him below in the brig. Make sure I don't mistake him for the other.
No.
He's pretty handy in a fight, though.
Yes.
To differentiate them, perhaps one should take off their shirt.
Skins and
just
and
shirts and skins.
Thank you. Yes,
we did that. Yes.
Storm, it's
I
actually well known.
Yes. Even when you're covered in fur. I mean, we did it as kids.
I have a feeling that it's going to happen on its own anyway. It has a habit of happening to him.
Yeah, right. Just
I can be patient.
Gets knocked off and blunt force trauma or something. Whoa, the shirt's just off.
He looks forlorn and sad.
Yeah.
That's like 5 Lorn then.
Yes.
He says that. Sorry, go ahead, Garrett.
I was just going to ask if my sound was any better now.
Yeah, Liz, let me know if that's a little better. I can try and crank it some more too. And I don't know if that actually does anything. Discord.
Discord.
I could also alternatively lower everyone else. That's not actually helpful. But
you can't hear anyone now.
Marley's dad, Jupiter, starts walking around the ship inspecting it because it has been a while since he's been on any Spelljammers other than yours, so he's kind of inspecting all of them, all of the ones he goes to, and he seems intrigued by this one.
I am too.
Vraska spins, and you start to leave the atmosphere. Yes, Storm.
I'm just very curious about it. So, I mean, respecting space, personal space, I would like to sort of go forward and watch, check it out, check the wheel, check where permissible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'll ask the captain if there's anything I can do to assist.
She looks at you and very coolly says that the deck has not been swabbed in some time.
I'll get right on that. I'll prestidigitate it clean.
She'll very slightly nod at you.
Just want to note that whenever I look at her, I'm aware that she could turn me to stone anything. And it sort of charges the conversation. But I'm sort of choosing... I've never hung out with a Medusa before, so I'm sort of choosing to invest in the experience. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why Ariel is that way. Maybe she hangs. Maybe it's sort of this residual, stony aspect.
I think they're both just really cool.
How do you know it's not the other way around?
It could be. I don't know. I'm not voicing this yet. Because Ariel, I
Yes,
respect greatly. Because Ariel
Perhaps-
can murder me in a second.
perhaps it only turn to face and heart
Or-
to stone. I will be doing my stuff up here.
Ariel would like to reassure Storm. Storm, you're safe as long as you're innocent in my eyes. Always remember.
Cool.
So my safety is directly related to your subjective view of me.
Yes.
Thanks.
I think that's kind of true in a lot of cases.
Just have to stay on that, I guess. Thank you. I'm going to regard my experiences with you in much the same way I do as with your captain. Now, how long have you been aboard this vessel? Might I ask?
Been about maybe a month, Andy? Would you say?
Yeah. So not terribly long after you all departed ways.
Yes, what brings you to ferrying folk about the giant space?
Shall we say I've ended up in Vraska's company out of my own control, but I found it pleasant enough company, so I've decided to stay.
Yeah, my best wishes to you both.
I get it.
Vraska continues to look up to the stars and asks, raises her voice, Ariel, to ask, how do you know these people?
An unfortunate encounter with a stuck-up halfling, but fortunate encounter with his friend Marley and Storm by our acquaintance Manchun.
Ah, yes. Ugh. Kind of wrinkles her nose at the idea of Manchun.
It is a means to an end, Vraska, as we have discussed many times.
She nods and just says, yes, I understand those.
Hi, I'm Marley.
Well met, Marley. I'm Vraska.
Well then, indeed, most honorable Captain Vraska.
She squints slightly and says, I don't think most people would call me most honorable. You're interesting, Marley.
Thank you.
Marley is a captain in her own right, and is our captain.
Oh.
It was through mutiny.
She nods and she says,
Base paw.
Is cool.
she says, you must take what belongs to you, Marley. Never forget that. And don't let, yes. Let nothing stand in your way.
Oh, she sounds a lot like the Blackjammer's Cutlass.
Yes, I was about to say our captain thinks like a sword. Fantastic.
Yar, Marley. Yar. Well, I mean, if you just leave me be on the ship, I could watch the ship for ye, Marley.
I mean,
I'm shipping this, by the way.
Wait, does that earn inspiration here? Or is that not a
No, I am stingy with inspiration.
oh, okay.
I think I've given it out like 4 times in 3 years.
Sorry, Timothy.
I think that is true, yes. At least on this one.
I understand Blackjammer's Cutlass. She's real cool. I would want to be her sword too.
There'd be something to that, Marley. There'd be something to that.
Is this out loud, or is this just in Marley's head?
I don't know if it's been established if Marley talks out loud, but the Blackjammer's Cutlass voice is only in her head.
Like,
So
Marley, who are you talking to?
I've always maintained that Marley doesn't understand how like telepathy works, and so she always responds out loud to any kind of telepathic communication.
So she's just talking out loud to her imaginary sword friend, who's a pirate.
Marley, it is impressive that you are a captain of your own ship now. However, you may want to consider mental health. It seems to have worn on you a bit.
Oh, no, I'm just talking to my sword.
Right.
Be cool, Marley.
Maintain, dude. Maintain.
It's some would say cursed.
Oh shit! You had to use the C word.
I said some would say. Not
You're the one
necess-
saying it. This is me messaging you.
And so I say out loud.
Remember who
Marley.
you're speaking with.
It was my understanding you could hold your shit.
Is that a skill in this campaign? Do I have to add that to my character sheet?
If that be untrue, hand me back to your father now. I told ye be cool, ye be not cool.
Oh, Marley's never the definition of cool. Let's be real.
I adore her and will protect her with my life.
She's true to herself. And what's cooler than that? I mean, lots of things. But
She has a real duplicity problem. Like, she can't do it.
that's the problem.
She's monoplicitous.
Yeah, she's monoplicitous, for sure.
A real one face. Am I right?
God, she is so one-faced. It drives
She
me
is
crazy.
such a one face.
Get a second face.
Still one face front stabbing biatch.
Front step. Like, hello, I see you coming.
Yes.
But yeah, everyone standing around. Vraska kind of looks at all of you very slowly.
I know.
And continues to fly the Spelljammer now into the space of Isakara's hope.
I will pretend to the point of actually doing it occasionally read some of the Book of Balance, by the way. It's been a minute since I've attempted any of my books.
Oh, yeah. Look at my notes.
I'll continue to clean the ship. Magic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Let's see.
Marley will plant herself on a seat if it's available and
Yep.
try and act cool.
How's your dad doing?
He's checking out the ship.
Yeah.
Rapping
He's just
disapprovingly
kinda-
of some capacitor or another.
back in my
He's
day.
still jam.
We didn't wear shirts.
Is there? So, what do we know about these shape changers? If I study Marley's father enough, could I get some type of advantage to be able to tell the real thing from the fake?
Mm-hmm.
Hester's like, I like this idea.
I've been doing it for quite a number of streams now. That's what I was doing as well. That's what I was doing.
So
That's awesome.
the differences are very subtle. Often they manifest by the person. The shapechangers don't quite understand like idiosyncratic speech patterns. So if someone like kind of talks in a very specific way, they don't quite understand that. So for instance, Knifey, the goblin who has always been here, who is on the crew of the other ship, he says that he likes to stab things a lot, and it's very specific. He always says stab. The other one didn't quite. The other one, the imitation one, didn't understand that, so he would use other words like kill or knife. Whereas Knifey would never do that thing.
No.
So yeah, it's if you listen to them talk, you can make insight checks to try and kind of pick out weirdnesses in their speech patterns.
Yeah, it just feels a little flat.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it on the surface it all seems normal, and then you kind of like, yeah, it's the
Because they can even replicate abilities, they
Mhm.
can replicate equipment. That is quite a convincing.
And they're
I'm
goopy,
going to- I'm
translucent
going to-
bug people.
I'm going to overbearingly study Marley's father during the entire trip. To the
Okay.
point where it's
probably like
probably a little creepy, just so I can make sure that I'm ready for.
Oh, I get no reading done. I am just glaring at Ariel above my book.
I mean, he's kind of used to it. He's from the Shadowfell.
It's true. It's a lot of open, vacant
weapon.
staring. You, he probably gets.
yeah, kind of nods. Yeah, I get. No, I do get it. Like,
Yeah.
okay. So as you are flying,
How's the book, Lily?
Great.
Yeah?
It's great.
You want-
Yes, really absorbing it.
Yeah?
you look down. Your,
Balanced, I
Like
expect.
through your forehead?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Osmosis?
Oh, I had a sudden thought of disgust. Imagine if there were more than one Hester. Hmm.
Oh, yes. Have you met her mother?
Hester's mother says, "Hello, my name is Hester."
Dun, dun.
Wait, Hester's mother's here on the ship?
Yes, there is a gnome who has been very
Oh.
quiet
The whole time.
the whole time.
Wait, and looks just like Hester and is also named Hester.
But
So-
is a gnome.
Yeah, so they don't look exactly like Hester because they have been died. They died and were reincarnated as a gnome, as opposed to a halfling. So they look similar, but there's a couple like the longer ears and kind of the frail frame. And I think gnomes are actually taller than halflings, but I always think it's the opposite. So she's kind of got those exaggerated elven features that gnomes have. And she'll say, "Well, technically, my daughter's name isn't Hester."
That is true. It's Lily.
It's a
I'll leave off.
the whole folklore thing.
And isn't
Yes.
the fact of your mother's death and reincarnation as a gnome the deciding
Right.
criteria for Lily
Hester's-
becoming the Hester? Because you have to be a halfling.
Yes, Hester's a halflish legend, so her becoming a gnome voids her eligibility and apparently selected me. So it's great and cool. And we're all doing our best in space to fight Forgotten Ones. Ariel, any word of Forgotten Ones? Do you ever heard of Clockwork Beasts or whatnot?
I don't know, Andy. Help me out. Would I have had any experience with them?
Not personally, but Vraska has talked about machine horrors before.
Okay.
But she has made sure to steer far clear of them while traveling with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess I would just respond with no, nothing personally. Perhaps a conversation with Vraska.
Well,
Vraska, have you heard of them?
She says, "I have encountered many clockwork horrors in my time."
Oh, I'll kind of look excitedly at my mom.
She says, "But none that have been called such clockwork horrors. Do you mean Phyrexians?"
Do we mean Phyrexians?
Now I look pleadingly at my mom.
She's like, looks at Jupiter. Jupiter's like, "No, don't keep bringing me into this."
Yeah. Leave my name out your mouth.
Be cool.
Everyone needs to be cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Not familiar with Phyrexians, dear.
no, she says,
That's not the bugs people who have like started replacing themselves, or the other gnomes that started replacing themselves, is it?
No.
Okay.
So Phyrexians are, oh boy, they're machine horrors that took over Mirrodin, which was like a world of machines. And they're these awful, like big. They look like people, or they don't look like people. They look like human things, but they're these big, gross.
Like what's the name from Metropolis kind of aesthetic, or
no? Here, let me see.
okay.
Let me get a picture of Vorinclex. There's one that looks like a lady. I don't remember what her deal is. Let's see, Vorinclex. So yeah, they're like these big, like half machine, half beast, monstery things.
Yeah.
So that doesn't quite.
I see, and they're
Yeah.
more.
So yeah, that doesn't quite match your description. Here's another picture of. They're horrible.
Yeah, I dropped one in the chat.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, that doesn't quite match your description of Clockwork Horrors. Maybe they're related, but
Yes. So.
Oh, cool drawing.
Yeah, only I'll be slightly crestfallen because we might have had an eyewitness account here, but that's fine. It's still interesting. Maybe related, maybe not.
The more Ariel thinks about this, the more she's wondering if this entire group is shape changers.
Only one way to find out, Ariel. I'm not going to say anything. No.
No.
Yes, I think there is only one way to find out. I want everybody to gather around me now.
What are you going to cast Moonbeam on us? We did this last time. Go ahead.
Are we gonna
Take
move?
it. Yeah, it's fine. Beam us, Ariel.
She casts a zone of truth.
Oh.
that one.
That'll do it.
She asks everybody directly if they're a shape changer, and she warns them if they do not answer, she accepts that as their guilt.
I can cast Polymorph, but I'm not technically a shape changer. Or I can become one.
I can change into a bunch of different animals. I'm not a shape changer in the sense of what we're looking for. I'm not a gross bug thing. I think I can become a bug, though. I don't know.
You didn't need the zone of truth. In fact, I'd like to think Marley's outside of the aura of it and just
succeeded on the save.
still what she volunteered. I shall quite willfully fail the save, and no, none of us here are shapeshifters. We are not aligned with the central group. In fact, we intend to fight it, or already did. I'm still unclear on some of the details from the away team, but anyway, we're fighting goop. People, goopmen, and but none of us here are shapeshifters outside of the spells already agreed upon. Mother and Jupiter, would you like to?
Yeah, they both say not shape changers. Hester, the mother, Hester Senior, says no, most certainly opposed to these shape changing horrors.
Yes, they are likely the ones who are spreading that that omen of me being a destroyer of spheres. So,
Are you?
I am not. Is the zone still up? No, I have no interest in spheres, the destruction or otherwise. If something led me to that through one fate or time or space or something like that, I just want to put it outside the realm of possibility, but I intend to destroy no spheres. So.
Are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced?
Thank you very much.
Now's the time to ask the questions. The zone of truth left.
It is true. Unfortunately, my mother was very forthcoming last time. I don't have to ask her who's her favorite or anything.
Okay. I call out to Vraska. Vraska, we may proceed. The ship is safe.
She nods and she says, Of course, Ariel. And yeah, you could feel the ship kind of jerk back to life as it had slowed to a stop without anyone noticing. But she hits the boosters, and a bunch of blue lights shoot out of the back of a spaceship, because that's how spaceships work, I guess.
So,
yes, perfect. Make it so, Mr. Vraska. So you all continue. You pass by a cloudy planet, a fiery planet, an icy planet, and you approach a stony planet.
Planet of the Stoned.
You drop through the clouds much more pleasantly than last time, where a storm destroyed your ship. And you see vast deserts, canyons, and mountains.
I have a couple ways I'd like this to go, but is there anything on the surface?
Nothing that you can see now.
It's kind of, yeah, that's my favorite. That's as much based on them rampaging in Storm King's Thunder, where they just go around and destroy man-made things and then just keep going. Like, what are those ants that just clear areas around their nests? Or
Fire ants?
No, I think it's not carpenter ants. Maybe it is carpenter ants. They just go and cut down all grass. Yeah.
So you all approach the place of the alleged shadow crossing. So you sink, and as you get closer, you now see something on the surface, and it is two petrified stone giants. They are.
That's like putting a hat on a hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are floating in midair, petrified, but they are.
You just had to go for a second.
Okay, cool. Sorry, thank you. Oh, nope. I don't want to open that. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Fullest confidence.
I accidentally opened a different app on my iPad. I meant to just go back to Safari, and one of the other apps I was using today opened. And I don't have time to play Magic the Gathering right now. I'm playing D&D.
Right. And making Magic the Gathering references.
Yeah, and playing Magic the Gathering. So two stone giants are in front of this big crack in the earth. They are petrified, but suspended in midair, kind of doing like a generic, or not meditative, not generic, but like they have their like fingers steepled, and their eyes are closed.
And they're floating in the air.
Yes.
Petrified as they are.
And Vraska says, "Wasn't me."
Whatever.
Marley will only laugh if Vraska looks like she's laughing in any way.
She has the smallest smile on her face.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if it's like something that seems dispellable?
Sure.
$18 plus.
Are they
23.
facing each other? Are they facing the same direction? Are they... Can I see them on either side of this fissure, I suppose?
Yeah, so they're on either side of the fissure, and they are looking towards you, ostensibly.
Oh, okay.
So, 23. Do I
Okay.
think it's something I could remove?
Give me a second.
Uh-huh.
This one this is in a book. Is this in a book?
Well, part of it is.
Oh, wait, this is in a book. Stone Giants are in a book. Petrifaction is in a book.
You don't
They were in
think...
giant space.
It's something from Storm King's Thunder that giants can... that stone giants can do this. You don't think it's something that can be dispelled.
Oh, they're in their weird, deep stone dream kind of
Yeah.
state. Okay, right.
Okay.
It gives them a couple extra things.
I don't think it. So I think it's just something species specific.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
and
With
not someone whammying them.
correct. Yeah. So with a 23, you know that some stone giants can meditate so hard they petrify themselves.
Yes.
They get 2 stone.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yes.
Got it. Good.
Also can't their shit.
That's right. They call it.
They're high. They're floating. I mean, the metaphors are just
That's right.
screaming off of this thing. Great. They're like, you ever look at your hand?
Yes, they call it dude. And in Stoned Giant, it means, is it doing to you what it's doing to me?
It's dude is in this instance is the past tense of do.
That's right. Yes.
I doed it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess noted.
Yes,
Do they appear to be like is this something that is a hallmark of a sort of rite of passage, like an age, an achievement, or is it just something that happens?
It is something that all stone giants strive for. So it's
a goal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hashtag goals, am I right?
You also know that they can come out of it, and they get certain magical powers after having achieved this kind of nirvana.
Oh, so it's like a not unlike perhaps the chrysalis effect with caterpillars and butterflies and moths, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they come out of it, just they're in a chrysalis state almost. Okay, cool. Let's give them some space, I guess.
Yeah. Old heads, man.
Right. Great. And this is on our way to this.
Or is this our suspected shadow cross?
So yeah, according to the Storm Queen, Isakara, this fissure is the Shadow Crossing. This is where the stone giants came up and slaughtered a bunch of humans. And now that you're closer, the ship kind of kicks up a bunch of dust, and you can see under this kind of deserty landscape, as the sand blows, it's just a field of human skeletons.
Oh.
That these 2 stone giants are floating above.
Okay.
Well, suppose this is it.
Do we
one
see
thing
any...
led to the other? Like, did they achieve this attained state after slaughtering all these people? Is that what did it?
Are they guarding against it?
Maybe.
Perhaps the humans had it coming to them.
Yes,
Well, humans, I mean, they're mortals, right? We all have it coming to us. Am I right?
Well, and I actually can't believe I'm saying this. I think I'd rather be on the Shadar-kai side of this scene.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's where we're going.
So, should we go to your dread home, Marley? I'm sorry, I suppose you just called it home. Should we go to your home?
Home sweet home. Yeah, is there any obvious portals hanging around, or am I gonna have to look around? But
You're gonna have to do some investigation. Yeah.
I instruct my mother that it will be both damp and chilly, but I've brought her an extra shawl, so...
Bless you, dear.
Yes, I've become expert in changing garb.
Church Bernard shawl.
I think it's very good, Timothy, but it still got me right here. So very well done.
It's like a long beard.
Can I commune with nature and try and figure out where a shadow crossing is?
Sure. Yeah. One of your bullshit spells.
And so yeah, we will step foot out on the surface.
It's in the player's handbook.
I know it is.
So I imagine that Marley goes down and maybe touches some of the bones.
Okay. Perfect.
And if one of them crumbles to dust, even better, so that maybe she can blow it off onto the wind and Like maybe that'll tell her something.
Pull up a mask.
The only nature you're getting here is a bunch of rocks and them.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll look for influences from other planes, and then if I can get 2 more, there's not going to be a whole lot here. Any powerful phase elementals or undead, and any prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples.
Okay.
Yes, DM, are there any secrets here you wish us not to know? Because too late.
Marley uses detect to DM bullshit.
Okay. Prevalent minerals. There's a lot of different minerals. It's a big rock planet made of undergrounds.
Yeah.
Do you think that was the most important question she asked?
No, I'm going in the reverse. I'm going in the least important order first. Just
Fair enough.
Maintain some kind of suspense. The only peoples here are stone giants.
Oh, okay.
Powerful celestials, fae, fiends, or elementals or undead. There are many powerful elementals here.
Oh, okay.
Stone, presumably.
Yeah, so stone, various earth elementals. There we go.
Okay.
As for
Christ, we have to fight Ogremark, don't we?
He's the most boring of them anyway.
Yeah.
He can
You
punch
can't hide from him.
Yeah, he can punch himself to make gargoyles.
Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
That's about as interesting as he gets.
Actually, speak of tremor sense, I hop on my broom.
Okay.
Make room for my mother if need be.
Scooch over. Okay.
Mom, you're hogging the broom.
Yeah, I have strong hard hips. Sorry.
There are several other powerful undead. None of them are particularly near here. They live underground. You think they might just live here. I'm trying to think, though.
What?
Now, Vraska's a Medusa or a Gorgon.
Yeah.
So that's not really any other. They're monstrosities, I think.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Or fae, depending on who you talk to.
Influence from other planes of existence. Shadowfell, for sure.
Yes, there we are.
Mm-hmm.
And something just, you don't quite know what, but from Ariel. It's just, there's just a weird bluish, kind of dark blue, black outline around here, and you don't know what it means.
Is it coming from all around her, or particularly like that reliquary thing that she carries around?
Oh, great question. Particularly that reliquary thing that she carries around.
Soup didn't sleep on the homework.
No.
I would just like to point out.
I went back and watched the episode.
Absolutely.
Okay. But I can't tell what, like, plane of existence or anything the influence is coming from.
Not that one, no.
Okay. It's just weird.
It's just odd.
Marley, are you staring at my reliquary?
No, not, no.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I was. But only because it's glowing real weird.
He was so close.
I glanced down. No, it's not.
I did a spell, and it was glowing weird in the spell. That's the only reason why I was looking.
Oh, what does that tell you?
That it has some kind of discern.
Sorry, say that again. You cut out for a bit of it.
It has some kind of influence from another plane that I can't discern.
Ah. That must be my Cephas. I've avenged him recently.
Your Cephas?
Gisa, the necromancer, is no more.
Oh, is that a good thing? Is that congratulations?
Thank you.
So, was that like his ghost? Or...
I like to think of it as his soul.
Your daughter can't just be asking people, "Is that your ghost?"
Be cool.
I don't know what you. Well, maybe do teach her if that's what you ask. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, well, it gives off a lot of powerful influence from another plane of existence.
Yes. Thank you.
It glows real blue.
My Cephas context?
Cephas was her former lover who was killed during the uprising against the Church of Addison.
Right. I remember now. This came up before.
Shall we proceed to the Shadow Realm? I'm legitimately worried about being at the site of a stone giant slaughter.
Oh yeah, it's this way. That's the other thing I was looking at.
Okay.
In this.
There we are.
Okay.
Proceed carefully to wherever we need to go.
Yes, Ariel, there is vengeance to be done. As a favor to the one you like.
Andy, we didn't have any rest from last session, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So
So
you probably all down a
and-
couple slots and
That's,
a hit
and
point or
damage.
two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is both good and bad. Yes, the expenditure and some of the hit points, but
How long
I
were we
also
on
still
the
have a
ship?
13 and a 1 banked.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you were only on the ship for about 4 hours.
So a short rest.
You could have taken a short rest, yes.
And we could have burned hit dice.
Yes.
And I could have
Ooh.
done Song of Rest.
I can do
So-
arcane recovery, so good.
Okay.
I love everything you're asking right now, Timothy.
Yay! Okay, so that means I get my inspiration back and all that. So, yeah, and if anybody's going to burn any hit dice, they add, what is it at this level? I think it's a D8.
D8.
So, yeah, I think that's right. Let me just see.
Oh, you get to do your Song of Rest.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
D8. Yeah, so add a D8 if you're burning any hit die, which I'm going to do, certainly.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Because I'm at 34 of 60 now.
I don't
Is
get
there a
it.
quick place to just click on and find out what my...
Yeah,
Oh, I
you
can
can
click short rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a short rest button. Yep. D&D Beyond, it's never been easier.
It's never been easier.
Okay, so... you all start walking through the fissure and the cracking of bones at your feet. Vraska looks at you, Ariel, and she says, "Should I stay with the ship, or would you like me to come along?"
Well, I suppose that's your choice, Vraska.
Oh yeah.
Would you prefer to come along?
She looks around and she says, "I suppose stone giants have no need of a spaceship."
Too small, right?
Yeah, so she'll park it, hop down,
Excuse me.
unsheath her sword.
What does God need with a starship?
Best line.
Absolutely. It really, genuinely is. Anyway.
It's the way it's treated. Excuse me.
Yeah. Has no one thought to ask
Okay.
this clown yet?
Vraska, would we not just be able to walk if we lost the ship?
She says, "Yes, but
Not to minimize the loss of the ship, but we do have other options.
She nods and she says, "Of course. Just reminds me of a better time before certain before I had lost some people. Not in the same way that you lost them, of course. I simply cannot find them."
You can walk in space.
Vraska full on smiles at Marley and says, "Oh dear, Ariel, you can explain if you wish. Otherwise,
I've only, what is the term? Awakened recently? I think you are the expert here, Vraska."
She says, "Of course. You spell jam to get from prime material plane to prime material plane. Ariel, myself, others, we can simply walk to other planes when we concentrate. Other prime material planes. Not, nothing like the Shadowfell. We need proper crossings for that. Perhaps before
One
the
does
mend..."
one does not simply walk into the shadow.
Yes. Vraska says,
Oh, no.
before the mending, perhaps, but post-mending. Our powers are diminished, though still great. If you ever feel the spark awaken in you, Marley, perhaps we could teach you something.
You probably got to be like really, really cool to have the spark awaken in you.
Are you not cool, Marley?
I give you inspiration for your answer.
I can see you being some kind of green-black kind of combo. I think it's cool.
And
Marley, I think you're cool.
Vraska says,
Certainly one of the most accomplished spellcasters amongst your peers.
Hurtful.
yeah. Vraska says, I did not petrify this one either. And walks past Marley.
Sick burn.
Since I've been slain. I recovered a 5th level spell slot, by the way, Andrew, for bookkeeping purposes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So,
Just
shall we off then?
dropping that 5th level spell slot. This?
Yeah. Oh, this old thing.
This little slot.
Yeah. It's not even my highest one, but but I guess whether we do what we can. Some of us can turn into bears, and some of us can spend time in space, but. Marley, I'm very concerned for your father's condition.
He looks really hot.
Yes, he keeps wearing shirts, and so we should take him back home immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, he should take that shirt off. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, it is possible. Again, that would help us discern Jupiter's. I'm just putting that out there.
What if we get there and the false Jupiter is wearing no shirt?
Just saying, things get heated in battle. Anyway, so yes, it's also possible that these shapeshifters do not sit idle. They might have turned more of your family. So we should be well alert of your brother,
Definitely
a proven turd, and your mother, who is
proven turd.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Marley's mom is a confirmed capital B bitch. No offense, Marley.
Yes.
But and I don't like to use that word, but it's hard to think of another one that I wouldn't get banned for Twitch on saying.
16th level bitch, I think, was last I heard. Mixed. She was a 4th level champion of the Raven Queen. All the rest took a quick 16 level dip in just being the worst.
16 level dip in the worst. Except the Warlock.
Yeah, 3.5 prestige class, the worst. Yes.
What's the requirements on that? I'm just curious.
It's an attitude thing more than stat alignment.
Yeah. Your prereqs are pretty out there, though.
Pact of the douche nozzle.
Yes, I'm ready to putt along with my mother in our broom.
Okay, so you. Go ahead.
Yes, Marley will snap out of being frazzled and lead the way as well as possible.
Okay.
You already can kind of walk through lanes.
So yeah, you approach this. The fissure leads you to a stone wall with a black crack in it that is just leaking shadow. Every time anyone who gets close to it, your shadows elongate immensely, and just this gray and purple haze. Kind of everything looks kind of inverted monotone when you get close to it and look at it.
Well, no place like home.
Don't forget you have inspiration right now, Marley. I'm serious. We have to roll initiative against it. Should we go through?
Yeah, I'll grab my father's hand and go through.
Okay.
Should we go on a thing together, or like hold hands all together, like a line?
We can do that. I put my arms in my jacket, but keep it off my shoulder.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm just trying to pre-regulate because it's really a bit clammy. But yes, I will take any available hand. My mother's, of course, but we are on the same broom, so I expect to travel together.
Mm-hmm.
And I look around past Ariel if need be to like someone's hand, anyone's hand, whoever's hand.
I'll take. I'll follow. Marley, you going first?
Yeah.
Then your father.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take Jupiter's hand. Yeah, no, I didn't see it was open.
You just cut in line.
3 more natural, closer people were.
Fine. I'll go last. That's fine. Be last in line.
Do we have to be single file, or is it wide enough for?
It's you probably don't have to be single file. It's kind of more a metaphorical crack, but
I'm gonna walk along in the center of the hand holding, just so everybody's within a 10-foot radius.
Okay. Okay, that's a good idea.
Very good.
Smart idea.
It's a power move and a min-max move, and I approve.
Yep. Shall be very helpful.
So you all walk through. Storm, you walk through last. And Storm, you hear a voice in your head say, "Oh yes, Storm. Welcome home." As Veja, the watchful, or the watching, the ever-seeing, the all-seeing, the eye-man, talks.
Spooky Eibelman.
The spooky Eibelman opens his mind to Storm.
What are you doing here? Get out. Get out.
He was with the Raven Queen the last time we saw him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going back to Raven Queenland, and
but now he's what is he, like a docent? Get the fuck out of my head, man!
For real,
please.
Wait, is this manifesting the same way that Marley does with the sword? Because Ariel's gonna be like, "Why do you all just talk to no one?"
No, trust me. It's
what
not
has happened to you?
Well,
He's all up
please.
here.
Suddenly worried because I'm next to Jupiter, I do ask, "You can see my mother, right?"
So am I like experiencing some influence from this?
No, you just.
Or he's just reaching out.
Yeah, you just feel it's a power move. It's like
we're
it's a power
crossing
move.
over.
Yeah,
He's trying to intimidate me. Right.
He's
okay,
just trying
whatever.
to intimidate you. Yeah, you don't feel.
There's no.
It's charismaing right back in.
Yeah, it's just telepathic.
Great.
There's no % chance of him failing across planes, so he's just
Crossplay.
being a dick.
Getting tired of these motherfucking eyes on this motherfucking plane.
Abyssal monstrosities. Or no, he wasn't abyssal. Where he's from the Chaos plane.
He's from the far realm,
the far realm. Right.
the furthest of realms.
Why did they call it that?
Way out. It's past. It's like past. Past the water tower. Way out there.
Yeah, he's in double Z
Now-
parking for the vet.
And now we travel to the realm where no cart has 4 wheels.
Oh, thank you.
Farmhouse is above ground, and every rut has water in it.
You have to be far foresighted to see him coming.
Yeah.
That's right.
So confusing.
Right? Because, yeah.
It's... okay. So, you all cross into the Shadowfell. The Shadowfell is terrible, as established. It's damp. You immediately feel just this drain on your soul of, this place again. It's cold and windy. Your emotions just don't even feel like your own. They feel borrowed. And you see, closer than you've ever really traveled into the Shadowfell, you see the Raven Queen's castle very close by. Which means that Marley's family's sort of gothic estate is also nearby.
Do we have to travel through her castle again?
You don't. You don't want to.
We don't get to see Cool Bridge Man again?
You can ask him some questions. He knows everything.
Please no, but whatever you'd like, Marty. Whatever.
Well, but your father probably wants to get home, right? So we should let Jupiter take the lead and back him up. Yes.
Yeah. We should probably go like straight there, and then if it seems a problem, then maybe we can let the Raven Queen know, because she'd probably,
A question about strategy. Should we be as bold and open, or should we play this subtly and maybe conceal Jupiter to try and flush the false Jupiter out?
Mr. Tegeirian, can you take any other forms or shapes?
I can summon a horse. Or a greater horse.
How much greater?
Like Pegasus greater.
Oh, that's pretty great.
That's not what I asked, but okay.
Yeah, same.
So the answer to your question is no.
Right.
I can detect horse or find Steve.
Detect Steve. Greater Steve.
Find greater Steve.
Find greater Steve.
And detect horse.
I mean, why would we want to go in subtly? Don't we want to just nip it in the bud, get it over with?
Yes, please, just point me to where we need to destroy Marley's second father.
No, but wait.
Where's this spare I keep hearing of?
I came here to cull fathers and chew bubble gum.
We are wasting time. He might not be there by the time we get there.
And I have an unfortunate allergy to bubble gum.
It's rather embarrassing. I don't know why I keep bringing it up. Jupiter says Ariel is right. We need to just go. I will stand outside if it helps with any subterfuge, but I would prefer to make sure my family is safe and that I have not indirectly
Paladin,
caused
right?
them. Oh yeah, he's like a level 15 paladin.
All right, yeah, he wants to kick indoors. Let's go.
Marley,
Okay.
I see where you get your wisdom from.
Oh, yeah. My father's really cool also.
Yes. Your second father must be much less cool. Understandable why you'd want to be rid of one less cool than this father.
Yeah. No imitations, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, perhaps we can save him.
Just keep him around.
The spare?
If he could be
Some of this-
turned to our efforts. Think of what we could accomplish. Just saw some wicked lightning behind me, sorry.
Oh.
He could wash any of our Camaros that I will surely purchase.
Well, see, that's the problem with the spare is it actually can't wash any Camaros and doesn't take off its shirt ever.
It must die. Let us proceed.
This abomination cannot stand. Okay. So you start to travel to Marley's estate. Jesus.
Yes.
Marley's
What?
estate.
And going around the castle.
Yes,
It's not
yeah.
a shortcut in any particular way.
You see some troll crossing or something, some shadow goblins who are like, oh, cool, solve a puzzle. And you're just like, no, we're level 11. No, thank you.
I'll solve our puzzle.
I said not right now. Thank you.
Figure it out.
Okay, sorry. I guess we'll wait for the next group. Now you're traveling. What do you got? You got the three of you: Ariel, Vraska, Jupiter, and Hester Senior. Yeah, you're kind of.
You will want to write these
stacked.
down, Andrew. Just historically speaking.
Hester Senior. I only forgot that twice. Okay.
I am kind of, well, you shouldn't say things in front of DMs. Andy, close your ears real quick, dear.
Sure.
Don't worry about it. Kind of worried about fighting your whole shadow family, by the way. Anyway, no, it's fine. I thought I heard a thunder. We're near that thunder.
It's
so,
really getting loud.
It is.
But also, I did accidentally knock my headphones off, so I didn't actually hear what you said.
Fantastic.
So,
It worked.
okay.
We'll see if the fates work it out.
Yeah.
So you all get cracking. So you approach
Kraken.
Marley's. I roll 44 Kraken.
We each get a Kraken.
Yes.
At least one.
And you get
Yeah.
2.
Okay. So you approach the Tegeirian mansion, and it's this big Gothic mansion. It looks, it's very Addams Family. There's a big wrought iron gate that is ominously creaking, open and closed.
It's always like that. That's not.
That was our experience. That's not indication of, well, Ariel knows. That's the only person we're informing. I would, if we don't mind, can I take 10 minutes and 1 action? I would like to perform a ritual before we go in. So I think the last time we had to flee because your mother, and sorry, your wife, just reduced Storm to a muling primitive version of themselves. I think we stayed in like a little, like broken down because everything here is like shed or something. So somewhere like within that striking distance of the house. And I would like to cast as a ritual Rary's telepathic bond between
Oh, okay, yep.
the NPCs present.
Okay.
Let me see how
everyone
many
can-
I can do to make sure.
So now everyone can telepathically communicate. There's
8 willing. Yeah, it's a teleport's worth of people. So I believe that accounts for all of our people.
You got the Black Dreamer's cutlass rattling around in there too.
I will include this
Yeah.
sword because it keeps speaking ill of my friend, and I would have it stop.
And there's perhaps a couple extra hangers-on throughout.
And I've been here the whole time.
No,
Absolutely not. I won't tolerate it.
I really thought about when you were trying to grab someone's hand, the hand would be knifey. I've been here the whole time.
God damn it, knife through. That's his fault.
Knife true.
Knife through.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So you have connected everyone telepathically.
Yes.
Not knife throw like Jethro.
Yes.
I thought it was knife through, like a knife through the face.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, that works.
And I will indicate with telepathically it will be less veiled, but I will communicate to Ariel that this will be her best chance to also tell which one is the real Jupiter. That we will be connected through thought. So
Jupiter,
Tactically.
if I mistakenly attempt to kill you instead of your clone, please tell me just before, in my mind, so that I
Oh.
don't.
It's no
I-
clone.
I will do that.
don't kill me, please.
Our safe word will be, please, don't kill me.
Yes. Yes, that makes sense. Being direct is best.
Jupiter nods. Being direct is best.
How did the two paladins die? Funny story.
Who do I have? I got...
Roach a creepy man's.
So are we ready to go in?
I've been ready.
Okay.
Okay, we can all speak in each other's minds. It's remarkable what I've done. You know what?
No, there's no problem.
Okay.
I walk up to the front door and begin banging on it. False Jupiter, you have been judged.
Oh.
Come out and meet your end.
Okay. So a very large, shadowy man kind of opens in a tuxedo or a suit, opens the door, and he says, "Yes."
I look back at Marley. Is this the false one, Marley?
Does it look like Jupiter?
We're here for the false Jupiter.
It could be the false Jupiter, actually, because it's a shapeshifter.
Yes.
I say in your head, since we all can do this now.
Master Jupiter is in his study. Should I ring for him?
No, get out of my way. I'll find it.
It's down the hallway to the left.
I march past him.
Okay, yeah. The giant butler slouch, leans backwards, and you just burst in. Vraska, she doesn't literally float, but she kind of has that effect of her walk. Walks by and she just nods at him, and then all her snake heads kind of like attend forward, and she draws her rapier and walks forward as well, following and backing up Ariel.
I think to Marley, forgetting that everyone can hear it. So cool. No, you're right.
They're both so cool.
Yeah. Well.
While I'm walking down the hallway, I summon my packed battle axe to my hand.
Okay.
And I say, "You are my battle axe. With you, I will shatter nations and destroy kingdoms."
And
Come,
you're
Vraska,
talking.
let's end this.
You're talking about people talking this stuff. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Whoa!
Jupiter kind of squeezes in and through the door. Excuse me. Slouch. Excuse me.
Hi, Slouch.
Slouch looks very confused.
I float through with my mother, kind of embarrassed. I give him 2 silver. I don't.
Just kind of looks at it like, okay, you don't really have to tip me. I am compensated for my work. Like,
I didn't know. Would you like to give it back? I don't.
Well, no, I'm keeping it now.
Okay.
Before I enter, I'd probably ask Jupiter if I can enter the house.
He says, of course. Wait, he says, "You a vampire?"
Say, I'm very sensitive about the laws of hospitality, which were broached on my last visit here.
Oh, he kind of says, right.
I'm just sensitive, and since you are the rightful owner, I just wanted to be careful about these things. Such things have magical important value. That's why they do bind.
He says, "Of course you may enter, Storm."
Thank you.
I cast Gish on him.
Gish?
Gotcha.
I don't have it.
Okay. So you enter. Ariel first, battle axe drawn, her Gorgon backup. Opens this door to see Jupiter, Marley's very handsome Shadar-kai father. He's grown his hair out a little bit, you'd say. It looks good. This version. Stop stealing my life.
I immediately backstab real Jupiter.
I forgot about that 10-level dip in rogue you took.
Yes. To stop screen.
Okay. So Jupiter, the false Jupiter, stands, and he says, "Can I help you?"
I use my channel divinity, abjure enemy, on him,
Okay.
and I call out an axe. An axe has been drawn for your slaughter. It is polished to destroy, flashing like lightning. The axe will fall on the necks of the wicked for whom the day of final reckoning has come.
Yeah.
It needs wisdom saving throw.
Oh, a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
The DC is 17. False Jupiter.
I fail.
He's not a fiend or an undead, is he? I guess it doesn't matter if he fails.
No.
So he's frightened and his speed is reduced to 0.
Oh,
For 1 minute.
crap.
Or until it takes any damage.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
Bum, ba, bum.
Okay. That was some speech, Garrett, for that roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I follow that up with rolling initiative with advantage, and I get a 5.
Oh no.
So
That is...
it's fine. I'll line them up. Everybody else can
Yes.
do what they need to do.
They usually just die. I don't know.
By now, they usually surrender.
I rolled a 2.
Perfect. Okay.
So I have a 7.
Okay,
that's a 7. I
so
have +5.
okay,
7.
so Storm got a 7.
I have a +0, so I've got a
Okay,
5.
5.
Okay.
Hester.
A 19.
19.
I have no business going this early in this fight. But here we are.
Can't wait to see what happens. Fun.
Marley.
A 9.
A 9. Ooh, yeah, okay. Hester's out alone in front.
Yeah, what he said. Right.
Guys, you
Yeah,
are...
right. Guys.
That would be a hell of an opening move.
Yeah. Are you sharing this in the telepathic thing? Are we all privy to what your thought is now?
I don't realize I'm broadcasting. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just kind of
That'd be a hell of a move. Yes, it
a little
would.
too close to the mic.
Right.
It would be a hell of an opening turn, Hester. Everyone would see how great you are. Even Ariel would have to admit that was really cool.
That
Yes.
perhaps Hester is the best spellcaster of the bunch.
Yes, yes.
At last, she will see. It is I.
Hester is better than everyone.
Right.
She'll see.
Hester is best. Still gotta work on that slogan.
Well, Hester,
Wow.
you get your chance to prove it. You go first.
Yeah, there's no better option at that level. I cast a 6th level disintegrate
Fuck.
on Jupiter.
Yep.
The false Jupiter. So sexy and disheveled.
I would say since the false Jupiter is move is 0, isn't that like disadvantage on the deck save?
Oh, well,
Dex save, right?
I regret to inform Jupiter he's rolled a 1.
Okay.
Oh.
You just forced him to do it? Frick. Okay. Yep. He did not have a very good dex anyway. Although he's a fake paladin, so he gets some bonus to it, but
A fake bonus.
The fake Jupiter
Some of this
keep
could
it
have been better. I did 74 points of whatever
Did you-
disintegrate is
Well,
damage.
he's
Disintegrated
bloodied.
his shirt.
Yes, very specifically.
Now we
You
can't
shouldn't
tell them
even be
apart.
wearing one of these.
Get Jupiter's clothes off, you monster.
You said his hair grew out. Did you also disintegrate like back into the mullet?
Well, front, is disintegrated, and the shirt is disintegrated.
The business in the front only
And-
is from the chin up.
So
And he summons a greater steed, which is a Camaro that he can wash.
So Hester, seeing the best path forward is to just unmake a motherfucker.
That's right.
Just-
Sometimes that's balance.
Blow. Yeah, I mean he takes 74 damage. It's a crap ton of damage. You
Yeah.
blow off his shirt. You reveal Skin's freshest layer, which is 3 layers deep
Yeah.
of just disintegrated. It's just gross. It's an awful, terrible spell. That's great.
Good job.
Okay.
I look embarrassed at my mother.
She goes, oh. And then
Too much? Too much?
she yells, Chaos Bolt! And casts Chaos Bolt.
Nice.
Ah,
Hester's doing it for themselves.
Hester.
I have to make a ranged spell attack. That's almost certainly a hit. Let's do lightning damage. And she hurls a bolt of crackling lightning at him. And he takes some more damage.
And it heals him because it's a flesh golem.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it's fake Jupiter's turn. So does he get a save out of this, or is he just boned?
oh no.
Oh, until he's taking damage.
until he's taking
taking
damage.
damage.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
he can
I-
move now, but he's still frightened.
Okay.
Ooh, so we can't.
Double check that.
So we can't close the
Uh,
distance.
Frightened and speed reduced for 1 minute. Oh no, or until it takes any damage. Does that also imply that the frightened is removed as well?
I think it
On
does.
failure, the creature is frightened and its speed is reduced to 0, and it can't benefit from bonuses to speed for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage.
Yeah, so I think that's all of that.
It does seem to include all the conditions. I apologize, Garrett, for wasting your opening move, but I did 74 points of damage. So Hester's just like, that must have impressed Ariel. Looks over at Ariel, who's just like,
You ruined it, you fool. And I heard what you said in the brain chat.
I even said all my fancy words, and it's all been undone with your one blundering spell.
Blundering spell. School of blunder.
Is that what you've studied in university?
okay. Among other things.
The false Jupiter is wearing he was wearing like a black sports coat kind of thing, like a long frock, or not a frock, but like a long frock coat, I guess they're called. He looks very gothy. He kind of he pounds the table, and it just shapeshifts into armor, and he draws a 2 scimitars. That's another way to tell this Jupiter fights with 2 scimitars as opposed to a sword and shield. Draws 2 scimitars, and he points at Hester and asks her to make a charisma saving throw.
Ew, no, thank you.
Counter spell.
You got a +5 on that if
Counterspell?
you're close to me, Hester.
Counter spell.
Okay.
He will point at Hester, ask her to make a charisma save. Storm casts counterspell, and he says no, and he casts counterspell.
Fucker. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, he's boss. And I have a +5.
From Ariel.
From Ariel, yes.
Oh,
so
yes.
that's +7 total.
Don't you also have the C word?
I do have the C word.
He's already used his reaction, right? So
That is true.
just saying.
No, I will.
No counter spells flapjacks today.
I will spend my 13 to roll a 20.
Oh.
Okay. You succeed, and you are now banished.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So he must think you're the most powerful spellcaster. Tried to banish
Yes,
you.
What I like to think, though, is that there are a plurality, as many as 30 Hesters who do disappear. And then I just, like, grab all of them and pull them all back to not disappear. Mother, do you see when I do that? Or you... This is really cool. I want someone to be appreciated.
Oh, she says, oh, it's great. It's much better than my just chaotic nonsense. How's that balance? I never understood. Wait, later.
Honestly, I didn't get past the prologue.
It's very dry.
Yeah.
Marley's dad,
The real
Has got it going on.
the proper Marley's dad, will cast Shield of Faith on Marley.
Oh.
Ooh.
So you get like a
Dad.
+5 or whatever?
No, I think it's still just +2. +2, yep.
Oh, +2. You're right.
Yeah, it just drops out.
Good. That's a real dad move.
Yeah,
Cool.
I like that a bunch.
Why did Hester's mom not do something similar, I wonder?
Oh, she hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
She cast
Yeah,
Chaos
she threw
Bolt.
a Chaos Bolt.
Sometimes the best defense is good offense, I guess.
She has no defensive spells. She is a
Yeah.
chaos sorcerer.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's all she's got. She can maybe cast invisibility. Which, speaking of, Marley's dad seems on edge, and he casts See Invisibility on himself.
Oh.
And then he telepathically communicates that that invisible in the room are his wife and someone he does not recognize.
Oh.
And one of the people he does not recognize goes. Let me just pull up.
The smoke genie or whatever was the shadow genie, maybe. Can't be your brother. He'd recognize him.
I say out loud, but also telepathically, why would most honorable mother be invisible?
Not very most honorable.
he's-
Your commitment to not understanding how telepathy works is... Well, I'm a fan, Soup. I'm a big fan. So one-faced, this Marley. Monoplicitous.
Storm, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
God damn it.
Marley,
I
I almost
can.
told a lie once.
Right. And I don't see the spellcaster in this regard, right?
You do not know.
Okay.
13.
13?
If you
Okay.
had your +5, Storm.
Oh, so that's an 18. Thank you.
Oof, 18's going to be
Bum-ba-da-bum.
good.
Was it something that was going to charm or frighten me?
Yes.
Oh, I would have had advantage. I would have had advantage.
You would have had
because of
advantage. That's correct.
My boot.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
boo.
My boot.
Veja, the all-seeing, appears in this
I knew
room.
it. I knew it was this.
All of his eyes glowing, and reality just starts to seem to warp around him as if he does not belong here. But his
Yeah.
Because he doesn't.
his turn is wasted. Not wasted.
Reality
It's
is on
just
the
done.
nose.
Yeah. Marley, it is your turn. So you can see your fake dad. You're not even my real dad. And Veja.
All right.
Put that down as the name on the monster.
Not-
It's like written somewhere.
And again, for Garrett's sake, this is an eyeball wearing some kind of like weirdo jumpsuit.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
That's like the album cover. I call it The Resident because of the album cover of the Residence band from
Oh.
the 70s. They all those eyeballs with suits,
So
like
yeah,
walking sticks and shit, top hats.
so you see this giant. His head is just one giant eyeball, and then his body's like this. It's like a Slenderman. It's this really skinny little body that's basically wearing a skin. His skin is just all green, but it basically looks like he's wearing skin tight green like lycra, So he's just this creepy little awful. He's an elder evil, basically, but he's just this kind of shitty looking little. It's like a bad Halloween costume. And he warps reality just by being near it.
I asked telepathically why that thing is here. Does anybody know?
Ew.
Yes.
And why?
We had it in a bag of holding.
And then
I say out loud.
We gave it to the Raven Queen. She changed it or something, but here he is. I don't know. It's just
If one of her champions came and said, "I need that," maybe.
Oh, my fake dad.
Yeah, trusted one of her greatest champions with it or something. Yeah, this is real bad, you guys. Andy's managed to make us face that bad guy we kept trying to avoid. Did a really good job.
That we put in a bag of holding, gave to the Raven Queen, and said,
Dunzo.
I've been your dealer, thank you.
Yep.
Marley, it is your turn.
okay, I am going to bonus action Guardian of Nature into my Primal Beast form, which for the audience normally takes the form of like kind of a werewolf, but in Marley's case takes the form of kind of a were-raven.
Mm-hmm.
And
Werehog situation.
yeah, a real werehog situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go up and smack my fake dad with a Blackjammer's cutlass.
Yar, Marley. It not be your dad.
It's not my
No. This will be the
I was
second
saying
time.
that for me, Marley.
Marley, this be real hard. This be your second patricide in as many days.
just mutinies and patricides over here.
All we know in this house.
Couldn't be happening to a sweeter bean.
Okay.
Look at Storm like, we need to get her therapy. Like,
She needs help.
full stop.
Is a 17 going to hit?
No.
Dang.
You are close because he does not use a shield, but not quite. You have inspiration.
You do. You have a D10.
Oh,
There we
D8,
are.
excuse me. D8.
a D8?
No, sorry, D10. D10.
D10.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let me add a 10 onto that. So 27.
Well, you only needed a 1, so that's a hit.
Well.
Okay. For sure.
Alright, so I get that, and then I get what extra? I think it's an extra D6, but let me check. Yeah, an extra D6. Cool.
Okay.
That's that. That's that. And so that's going to be only 11 points of damage.
Okay.
But it looks really cool.
Very, very rad. We all saw it.
And the main point is I'm all up in my dad's biz, so hopefully he'll stop pointing fingers and casting spells at people.
Okay. Storm of...
Bless you.
Bless you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
I would like Marley's false father to
Mhm.
make a Constitution saving throw. Oh no, he doesn't need to make it actually, unless he plans to try and. Well, his armor starts to get red hot.
Oh, yep.
So this is a 4th level heat metal. So it's going to be 48 fire. No save, right? 10, 7, 23 points of fire. And I'm going to give inspiration to Ariel, the D10. And I'm going to get ready to face off against Mr. Eibelman, I guess, as well. Done.
Okay, perfect. Actually, I forgot to roll for Vraska.
Oh, I have a question.
Mhm.
So, since True Jupiter sees invisibility,
Yes.
and our minds are linked, do we ostensibly know where these invisible creatures are because he's saying my
Yes.
wife and this other creature I don't know are here and they're around.
Yeah,
Da-da-da.
and through context, you figure out the creature he doesn't know is Veja.
Right.
But yeah, so his wife is in a corner of the room behind the false Jupiter, and he presumes it is a fake version of his wife.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Okay. And Ariel, it is your turn.
Um, Okay. I think I am going to throw up as my action my necrotic shroud. Sure, I've got some words for this. Ready?
Okay.
Your hands are the hands of murderers, and your fingers are filthy with sin. Your lips are full of lies, and your mouth spews corruption. Now I will destine you for the axe. All of you will bow down before the executioner. And as she says this, she sort of has like a shadow befall over her, and she has shadowy black wings that sprout out of her back, and her eyes go completely dark black. And I think behind her stands a visage of who she thinks is Cephas, but I don't know. Andy, can you describe?
Hold on, I can show a picture.
Ashiok. Oh man.
So it is the bottom half of an androgynous face, where their eyes should start two black horns, and then the top of their head is just shadow and smoke. I'll show it again. And they once again look like that.
That's a bit much.
It's a look.
Oh, am I thinking this out loud?
Ashiok's real rad.
So everyone in 10 feet of me, I'm not sure if the eyeball thing is or not, Andy. That's your call. Needs to make a charisma saving throw. DC 17 will be frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Man, just as always, trash rolls from me. Despite Veja sees the outline of the necrotic shroud, and its face and eye grows wide. Just, you don't know how, it's all eye, but it just looks like it's just terrified. So it is frightened. Fake Jupiter's frightened too. Oh no, he might be immune to it. He is technically immune to it, but
He could be shook.
yeah, he's still shook. He's still shook, but he's also
Roleplay wise.
probably gonna die. Okay, so Veja's frightened. Okay. Okie doke. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
So I think I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark and make old false dad my target.
Okay, perfect.
And move in on false dad and get up in his face too.
Okay.
Now we're both up in your biz, fake dad.
What you gonna
Not
do?
my real dad.
Not even my real dad.
You're not anybody's real dad. Well, you might be. Are you anybody's real dad? Wait. Can I take that back and cast Zone of Truth and ask it now?
Hold on. Let's slow down a minute. You my dad?
You're my freaking dad.
That's it from me.
Okay. Perfect. I forgot to
just
roll for Vraska last turn, so she's going to go first because she rolled a 20.
Oh shit.
What were you going to say, Storm?
Just that your false dad is going to have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while the heat metal is active.
Oh, hell.
In addition to the damage. So, and I'm maintaining concentration. So that's all.
There's just two bewinged, gloomy chicks in front of my false dad.
With his glowing plate. Yeah.
I don't want Vraska just be like going down like the CD tower or something. Just gonna...
Oh, me?
Of what options to kill with?
Yeah, well, yeah, just
Yes.
you know,
Should this be easy listening death or
this guy seems cool.
Yeah, so she was just kind of wandering around like, you all have this. And then she turns to look at Veja, and she sees this a giant eyeball man, and she goes, oh. And she's going to try and petrify him because he's all eye. This is like perfect.
It is, yeah, he can't.
It's her dream.
It's like
Yeah,
I'll
no,
put
stop.
that in the corner next to that guy.
Get me out of here.
Said,
These are naturally born nemesis right here.
Yeah. He is cartoonishly susceptible to.
Triple disadvantage against all Gorgon.
Let's see. He will succeed. And she's kind of like, we're worth a try.
Yeah, he's not going to be a pushover. He
Yeah.
is terrifying in every way.
Okay. So that's her turn. Marley's mom. Marley, how many hit points do you have?
91.
Perfect.
I don't like that you're asking that.
yeah.
Okay. Your mother reappears from shadow behind your fake father, looking you dead in the eye, and she just says, suffer.
Counterspell.
You're going to have to roll for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And I'm justifying that we're surprised, but we're not that surprised that she's there.
Right.
She's a powerful spellcaster.
Cast it at the 4th level.
Okay, you're still going to have to make a roll.
Yep, that's fine. That gives me a plus on the roll, though, right?
It does not.
Oh, it doesn't?
No,
Higher levels?
No, it auto counters spells. It auto counters more spells.
Okay.
So if you want to use a 3rd level, if it won't. This is you would know that this is a high level spell. If I asked how many hit points you have, it's a high level.
Yes,
spell.
no, I
Yeah.
know that part. But, okay, if there's no advantage to casting it at 4th,
Yeah,
then I
so
will
just cast it at 3rd.
Is that ostensibly Arcana, or is it because it's proficiency plus intelligence?
It's not proficiency; it's just intelligence.
Ooh, I liked it when I said it, and I liked it a lot more than when you said it. All right, let's go. That's not going to do it. I am very lucky. I don't know if you know this about me, Andrew, so I'm going to burn a luck. Ooh, we have not had a long rest, so this will be my last luck.
After this, you're SOL.
I'm
Luck's
fucked.
run out.
I think they called it.
Your luck's run out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
this is
worse.
What's that worse? It's just not better.
It's worse. The previous one was a 14.
No, the
Or no, it
previous
was a
one was a 10.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Sorry. I thought I rolled a 10. No, you're right. That was a dirty 10. So, I am out of fucking tricks. Hold on. I actually forgot to mark off that.
I also have counterspell in my pocket.
Yeah, I
If Andy will allow me to try to counter it after you
Mhm.
don't succeed,
Yep.
then I will attempt to do that.
has it been your turn again since you last tried? Okay, then good. Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I get to add half my proficiency bonus to my check.
Charisma
Or-
plus Jack of all trades. Yep.
Yeah. So +2 plus 10. So it's good. Oh, sorry. +2 plus 5. So +7 to my roll.
Okay.
So I need to roll at least a 12. I think, right? Worst case.
You need to roll it.
That would be. A 12 would be for a 9th level spell.
Yes.
My
And-
worst case is a 12.
Yeah.
So 10 plus 7, 17. Sorry, is
Uh,
that right? Yes,
yep.
17.
Counters 7th level power word pain.
Whoa!
Ooh,
Nice.
thank you, Storm.
Timothy.
Yay. I don't want her to hurt you ever again. That's why we got into this. Why I got into it with her in the first place, because the way she was treating you.
Timothy. Well done.
Oh,
Dude, if I had done it, you would have.
But I didn't. We saw that.
Well,
but no, thank
no.
you.
Yay.
Yeah, Hester in the same tone of voice says, "Storm." 100%. Okay.
Okay, well that was her action. Do warlocks get bonus actions? I don't even know.
yes, they
Ooh,
do.
That's right. She's a warlock. So that
They
Yeah,
have
they
bonus
just
took one of her
actions.
slots. That's good.
Just nothing. They have the
She has 3 slots.
Eldritch
right?
Blast, and that's it. I think.
She could conjure a shadow blade, for example.
Okay. You know what,
No, keep
Marley?
going.
I need you to check which side you're on, real quick. Just real quick.
She could surrender. It's a free action.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely. Very good.
You can still
See how
give
Timothy's
up.
doing it, Sue?
I think punching yourself in the face is also a free action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
If she needs
I'll let
more
her do it as a
suggestions.
bonus action if she wants.
You're
I
the
would
boss.
argue if she did it as a bonus action, she should take double.
Yeah.
Interesting.
right.
That's
right.
weird.
If it's a free action, right? Yeah, absolutely.
That feels right. I don't
Okay.
know what the rules say, but that feels right.
Mhm.
She will instead cast Hex on Marley.
Oh,
Why you gotta
Uh,
be so hexy?
it's a great spell.
Hester. Oh, and she picks wisdom saves or wisdom checks
Rude.
because that's the only one I
This
know
one.
how to pick.
Yeah, wisdom and strength are pretty much the good ones. Well, this is going poorly, I'd say. Andrew,
Mhm.
since most of them are on that side of the desk, is that correct?
Yeah.
Eibelman kind of showed up beside the desk, the mother's behind the desk.
Yeah.
I would like to pick the best 20-foot radius
Mm-hmm.
that bones the most of your people
Okay.
and the least of my people.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say my chances are of getting most of my villains in that sphere?
It's a radius
Bone
around
zone.
you, or just a radius?
It's going. Let's cut to the chase. I'm casting synaptic statics to
Okay.
bone all your bad guys.
You
at
can
once.
push it to the back of the room so it only affects
Fantastic.
them.
That's what. There's the lad. Thank you very much.
And perhaps some goblin staff in the back room.
Oh,
I've been here the whole time.
heads up back there.
Clear out.
He was Thinky,
Yeah,
the black sheep of the
Yeah.
family.
He was kindness.
thinky and etiquette.
The nice heart, the nice goblin.
Altruistic-y. Philanthropist.
Yeah, it's nicey.
I see. That's what it is. Kindy.
And his sister Kindy.
I'm not sorry.
Okay, we're gonna make int saves. Is that what I'm doing?
Yes, intellectual saves, please.
Okay, that's not terrible. Well, they have a paladin, so they all get some bonuses.
Ugh. Pooh.
That paladin, I think. Oh no, it's
What-
just ability checks, right?
What plus did they get? It's not a +5.
It's not a +5. Jupiter has a +4 charisma. So let's see. And your save is what, Hester?
It don't. It's 16.
Okay. Oh, really?
Is there some kind of disadvantage from the heat metal or
Not for saves, only
Nah,
attacks
not
and
for saves.
abilities. Yeah.
Don?
What if they're frightened? No?
Uh,
Right.
No,
They're,
that's right.
Just
they're
affects-
probably quite
That just
susceptible.
affects move. Think. It depends on whatever the effect is. They're
Yes,
all
I would think that they should be
right.
pants-shittingly terrified of
Turned into cheese.
of your
Synaptic-
brain fireball.
static storms. But yes,
Okay. So
Mhm.
Jupiter will fail. Odelia and Veja will succeed.
Dang. Well,
Oh, dear.
what do we got here? Well, that could have been better. Well, that was pretty good. So 31 damage directly to False Jupiter. That would be, 15 to the other two. The thing about False Jupiter, though, is subtract a d6 from all his shit.
Well, he's going to subtract a d6 from being dead, because he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I drop concentration on heat metal unless well, I'm going to keep it going to roast it.
Actually, yeah, if you don't need the action economy, that is the best way to...
That was our way to finish them off, right?
To get rid of the goops, yeah. So let's try it.
I'll just, I mean, it's not my turn yet. I will maintain that until he's gone.
Good catch.
Does it take if the target drops bonus action to move my hunter's mark? Okay.
Yes, you may. Yes.
I'll have to wait for my turn.
Yeah. Okay. Hester's mom gives you a high five, Hester.
Sorry, that should come from more.
And then
Only a spell a mother would love.
Okay.
she.
Oh, did I think that out loud in the telepathy? Sorry.
You know what?
She's like, wow, she's fun.
And the brain chat, right?
Yeah. I love that none of us know how to use it. We really need to work on this.
Oh, there we go.
Well, I imagine Hester has a hard time with it because she's not used to being able to hear her thoughts. She's just used to reading everyone else's thoughts.
Yeah, I creep on other people's minds. I don't.
That's hilarious.
And I refuse to learn anything from it. Simply refuse.
She's going to cast another Chaos Bolt at Odelia. And it's going to do... psychic damage. Nice. Second. More psychic damage. Okay.
So screwed when we fight these clockwork horrors.
He's dead. Real Jupiter is going to attack Veja because he can't bring himself to attack his fake wife.
That makes sense.
No, we don't know that she's fake yet, but we're assuming probably so.
He hopes she is.
And she's continuing to fight.
It's what's allowing us to beat on her in front of him and you.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that she's fake. So further notice.
Okay.
And also, hopefully some part of Jupiter recognizes just the intense horror. It is Veja, the watcher here.
Oh, for sure. And he will hit and smite him a couple of times.
Right in the eye.
Yes.
Yeah. Right in the
Smite! Ow!
big bulbous eye.
Veja tries to pull out glasses. You wouldn't hit a man wearing a glass, would you? Just a big monocle. No. Veja says, echoing in all of your heads, he says, "My work here is done. I am free." And he casts Plane Shift on himself.
Counterspell.
Okay. So you're going to have to make another...
Oh, wait.
No, you
I
can't.
used it already. I haven't had
Yeah.
it.
You're coming up. Sorry.
Yep. No, it's cool.
Jupiter can cast Counterspell, and he will.
Hey.
Counterspell club.
Because he's a weird paladin who can cast Counterspell. Now he's got a... No, sorry. Sorry, everybody.
Is he Oath of the Watchers?
He is Oath of the Watchers, but he does not roll high enough on his charisma check.
Yes.
I cast Counterspell.
Okay.
You get a counterspell, and you get a counterspell.
Yeah, this is all very terrifying. I don't... Andrew, I haven't said it this stream, but I did go to university. Would I know what level of counterspell would it take? Would Fourth do the job outright?
Plane Shift is a 9th level spell.
Oh, jeezy Pete.
Yeah.
Cheesy Pete.
I'm sorry. Plane Shift is a 7th level spell. My bad.
It's still up there.
Yeah.
It's still up there. So I'm going to cast it to the 3rd level, and I'm going to roll for it, I suppose. Oh, goodness gracious me. And I have... All of my DM fuckery is just spent. It's astonishing. Very clever not giving us a long rest, Andrew. I applaud your absolute scheming. Here we go. Fuck you. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Let's just say no. Let's just say I couldn't have counted a single level spell. Goodness.
Sorry,
I can't
bud.
share inspiration, right? I can't share the D10 that Storm gave me.
No, not that way.
It
Sorry.
doesn't work like that, right?
No.
I can't do it, but you can.
Yeah. Shameful.
I feel like I'd be the best one in position to inspire Hester to be able
Yes.
Right.
By
Because
just
if
being...
you did say something, that might make a huge difference.
Yeah,
That's
just
right.
do
Yeah.
better. God.
Wow.
You seem to struggle at what your very job is.
You had, I believe the phrase is one job.
Several jobs. Several jobs. Restocking the napkin container is the least of my jobs, actually.
Marrying the ketchups and mustards. Roll-ups.
Look. Yeah, shit, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's...
I'm gonna look desperately at my mother. Anything? I know you don't know the Eibelmans so much, but...
Yes, they can get... Sorcerers can get counterspell. Do we have one more counterspell in our pocket somewhere?
Yeah,
Look,
I
you're
think...
trusting me to roll it. It's not going to work.
Yeah,
Damn
well,
it.
there's that too.
Even jokingly, I tried 3 times and failed.
So...
Sorry, I'm just not a good dice roller. That's why I have
It's
bad guys
well,
Plane Shift away.
It just
It's
gives
not a
us
skill.
gives us stakes. You know, we gotta now have to track down
Mm-hmm.
the resident.
Oof.
Okay.
Or he's tracking us down. We have a new big bad, everyone. New big bad on the table.
He's
There's
mad
the
at me.
far realm.
We have to talk
Eibelman.
to. We have to talk to the Raven Queen about it. What happened? Is she okay?
Well, if we can find the real Marley's mom.
One bad guy at a time, maybe.
So we are past our time even.
Mhm.
So we can either try and wrap up this fight, or we can pick it up again next time. That is up
I'm
to.
Swiss. I can keep going. I'm
Since we're
happy to.
guaranteed Garrett now, and perhaps not guaranteed Garrett next time, let's keep going.
Yeah, if that's okay with you, Garrett.
Mhm. I'm good.
Marley, your mom is the only person left in this fight.
I got
Cool.
nowhere to be in Marley's mom's face.
Cool. Great. Okay. I am also going to seep some dark energy here and do my spirit totem shadow bear. So everyone, you get 16 temp HP.
Thank you so much.
Wow. That's way better than my false life.
And you also gain advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And
We would
then...
have loved you on the field hockey team.
Given all that extra. Then I guess since there's not another dude around that I was going to do some stuff to, I'll just hit her with the BJC.
Okay.
I get advantage. Oh, right. That's much better. 25.
Is a hit. She's a warlock.
That hits my mother somehow.
That's not so good. So that's just going to be 9 damage.
Okay. Perfect. And then it is Storm's turn.
So she's the only antagonist
Correct.
remaining? Okay. How beat up does she look?
She hasn't taken. She's taken half a synaptic static and Marley's attack, and that's it so far. But she's a warlock, so I mean,
right. And Marley's up on her. Is that right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And are you the only antagonist? Only one of our people up next to her currently?
Mhm. Currently,
Yes.
yeah.
Ariel is close, but not adjacent.
All right. I'm gonna ask her to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
Okay. She will roll a 19. There's my good roll.
Okay. She takes half damage.
Okay.
She does not move, so it's going to be psychic damage.
Mhm.
So dissonant whispers. 17. 26, I think. Just look at this. Yeah, D6s. I'm casting it at 4th level, so that is. Okay. $21, so 10 points psychic, because she saved.
Okay.
And no movement effect. And I'm maintaining this heat metal on the remains of the false Jupiter just until it's burned out,
Okay.
bubbled, crisped down. So I don't know how many rounds you want me to do that, but I'll keep doing that. That's my bonus.
Yeah, if you just do it this round, it'll crackle and deal the damage that kills him.
Okay, great. Do you want me to roll that, or just call it?
No, because I think last time we just had it. If you dealt one more damage after, if they don't get to the central goop, and you do any attack, then they lose it.
Great.
Which is the central goop is an official term, Garrett. I know it might be
jarring.
Jarring,
you do you, Andy.
It's a very technical official term. Where'd my die go?
Yes.
I must have fallen behind my computer again. Okay.
So that's my turn.
Okay, perfect. And after Storm is Ariel.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna move my hunter's mark from dead fake dad to fake mom.
Mm-hmm.
With my bonus action, move on over there, take a couple of swings. All right. Battle axe. Let's see what you got. First swing. How about a 17?
17's a hit.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to do a little divine smite, which is what, 2d8? Scroll down, please. Yeah, 2d8 extra radiant damage. My 1d6 from Hunter's Mark and all my extra necrotic shroud. Here we go. Okay, so 10 slashing with an extra 1. That's 11 total from Hunter's Mark with an extra 2d8, 11, and 13 is 24. And all 11 necro from my necrotic shroud. And that is 35.
Okay.
Is the mom still there?
Yes.
All right. Second attack.
But
28.
No, a miss.
I'm
No.
going to do some more divine smite.
Yes. And you
All right.
bloodied her on your last attack.
All right, so that's 8 and 14, which is 22, d6, 24 more damage on the second strike.
Oh boy, okay. Oh, okay, not as. Okay, she's looking not great.
You are looking not great, Marley's fake mother.
Because she is not great.
Wow, we're just saying it.
Perhaps you should surrender so that we can kill you more easily.
No? Oh.
Range offer.
Oops, no, wrong one.
I don't know. Makes sense.
No, Marley. Okay. Vraska basically appears behind her and goes, yeah. And then stabs her. Yep. She's an assassin, so it's a crap ton of piercing damage. So what is her sneak attack?
I tried to make it easy for her. But you know fake moms.
Oh, just dropping dice left and
What are you
right.
going to do with them?
I look at my now gnomish mother. I know.
Sometimes you just got to hack them down with a battle axe. Put them in their place.
How's your relationship with your mom?
Good question. Seeing as how her parents gave her up to the church to be
Ugh.
the Inquisitor at a young age, probably not great. It makes so much sense. Now I know why Ariel is the way she is.
Right.
Get it?
Yeah.
Get it?
Okay, so she will.
Well, this is all becoming too real.
I dispel the telepathic bond.
Ooh, boy.
TMI, guys.
Yeah, we're learning a lot about each other.
Okay. So Vraska does a sneak attack for a good chunk of damage, but Odelia is still standing. So she will.
She's a hardy mother, if nothing else.
Yeah, she's looking really bad now, and she will unload 4 Eldritch Blasts into Marley.
What?
Oh. Wow. She
Uh,
had 4, and she could have chose anybody.
Yep. And she had to roll at disadvantage. The first one's a 21 to hit Marley.
That'll do her.
14.
Can I counterspell a cantrip?
Yeah.
I cast to third level because it's got to be less than that.
Yes. Well, there's no level associated. No, it's a level 0 spell, so it counted.
Yeah.
It's counted. Okay. So
I say no.
So Odelia puts out her hands, like kind of, cool energy pose. You just see 4 little puffs of smoke. Just
Arcane flatulence.
just little fizzles, little crackles.
Hester got your spell.
Oh no.
Yes.
Hester, it's your turn.
Yes. No. No more nonsense. And I cast mind bullets at 4th level.
Okay. Do I have to make a save or is that an attack?
A wisdom save, yes.
Wisdom, not intelligence?
You have to cast
Mind
that in the
bullets,
voice of,
mind
Wow.
spike, specifically. And that is wisdom, yeah, it's...
She will roll. I know this will shock you, as she did sell her soul. But
Yes.
to her mostly benevolent fate goddess, 23.
Whoa.
Yikes, that is way more than I expected. Yeah. Is it a half damage situation?
I think it is.
So.
And I'll be
Mind
honest with you,
spike?
I'm pretty sure you're going to be fine.
Half as much. Okay, so yes. So, and since I did successfully cast a 4th level spell of divination, I will recover a 3rd level spell.
Get that
Because-
counterspell back.
My bill broke. All right, well, then take half of this. Lady. Yeah, boy, that could have been better. But 15, so I'm presuming somewhere around 7.
She had 7 hit points left.
Whoo!
Oh.
Yes, I will say no to your Eldritch Blast and say no more nonsense and shoot her through the brain with a mind bullet.
She says, "Hi, you missed," and then falls over. No, she lets out a terrible scream, and she falls to the ground.
In a pile of goo? In a pile of goop?
Andrew, you're taking very long to answer this question.
No.
Andrew.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
Um.
Hang on, let's tie her up first. Before you raise her from the dead.
I cast haste on myself.
Look, I'm going to
And
tie her
shoot
up.
her 2 more times with my...
Wait, no. Stop.
I was gonna ask if she had a head, because Ariel does the chop the head thing.
No, not yet. No, not yet.
Not yet!
No, wait.
Can I?
No, this could be the mother. So let's tie her up, and then let's heal her and talk to her.
Can I realize that my mother is maybe perhaps actually my mother and rush her aside and cast Spare the Dying on her?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Let's tie her up first.
I'm not thinking about that. If you want to go and grab stuff to tie her up, then you may do so. I'm seeing my mother.
No, I know.
Despite her complications,
I know.
is still my mother.
Of course. Of course.
And the minute that she doesn't reduce to a pile of goop, I assume that she is real.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for sure.
Jupiter sheathes his sword and takes a couple steps forward in utter disbelief.
Okay, so...
You married her, dude. She's very
No,
unpleasant.
who is she hanging out with? Some mind-bending person. The resident. So this must be explained with that.
We can hope.
Well,
It
what
did
else
say
could it be?
my job here is done,
My work
so
here is
he's
done, right?
yeah.
Or at last
It's-
I'm free. So let's.
Yeah, both.
I'm going to look very pleadingly at Hester and be like, "Can you check her mind? Can you?"
I can, of course, dear. She's mostly unconscious, but yes, of
Can I
course.
cast-
Do you need me
can I
to heal
cast-
her? I can.
Can I cast Greater Restoration on her to see if she's got any? I don't know if that was that heal.
And I shall cast Detect Thoughts.
Just look at this.
That was-
And even though I didn't
do that,
lose any first level spells, I would have regained one. I just want Andy to know how much my build
So if she
For
was
him.
charmed, I don't know if death would undo it anyway, or getting knocked out. But if she was cursed or charmed, my Greater Restoration should remove it.
Yeah, okay. So, you can feel your Greater Restoration take some effect on her, but it's not... Her mind has been warped by exposure to Veja, the Watchful.
Yeah.
So,
Ugh.
and yeah, Marley, you or Hester, you reach into her mind. Yeah, that thing's just a minefield. It's unpleasant. You get that feeling that you had being close to Veja the first time, of just this general unease of this thing that shouldn't be. It's not from our reality, and it shouldn't be here. You deal with extraplanar things all the time, but things from the far realm are just extra creepy and gross.
I went to university. I took a whole class on it.
But no,
Don't worry about me, Andrew. The stream's what's important now.
you can feel that her thoughts are not her own. They have been influenced.
Okay. And influence still.
Yes.
Even as after Storm has...
Yes, Storm has removed part of the influence, but there's a lot of it in there.
Do I feel like if it was upcast or a greater, someone with more powerful magic could perhaps cure
Well,
this?
yeah, certainly something like a heal or a wish would
Restore.
would restore it quicker. You think if you had time and cast Greater Restoration more times, it would continue to fix it?
Okay. All,
Can I cast a greater restoration on
Sure.
my mother? Okay.
100%.
I also have one more 5th level slot, so I could also, if we think that just burning a bunch at once, or unless it's like 2 today, take 2 restorations, call me in the morning, and have 2 more the next day, or I don't know what, but like, because I'm willing to burn an additional one. Gonna help too.
The way that I would like this to actually play out is for me to be kind of broadcasting this idea of like, Marley, I'm sorry, but she's still very much in the throes of Beja, and we will need multiple spells. How I would like to imagine this is that all of that is just flowing through the various telepathic bond, just like, ooh, this is not good. This is a whole mess in here. Yeah, the moment's just gross, actually. It's
Well, we
quite
know. I
unfortunate.
mean, we've been in touch with this thing.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, you know.
Oh man, detecting thoughts is the best. By the way, there's nothing creepy about it, and it speaks swimmingly of me as a person. Moral fortitude.
Marley's going to be kind of overcome with unexpected like panic and emotion towards her mother. And I'd like, because Greater Restoration is a touch spell, and so I'd like Marley to be unknowingly crying and then just like place her head on her mother's, and that's how she's going to cast her Greater Restoration.
Okay. Okay. So you all attempt to continue to heal Marley's mother, and you can feel the poison warping her mind is abiding Hester. But it is getting quite late, and I don't think we can satisfactorily wrap this up in a short amount of time. So,
Your mom jumps up and says it's your birthday and baked you a cake. And
surprise!
mine, actually.
Yeah,
This was all for
comes
you.
back. He's like,
She comes back. You guys.
Okay. So, Jesus. Okay. So, I think there's 2 ways we can do this. Ariel, you and Vraska could simply be like, well, we helped you. We're going to go, and we have other stuff to do. You can find your own ride home. And they can travel through the Shadowfell to get back to their ship and stuff like that. Or if you think you could make next episode, Garrett, but no pressure, we can continue this, and then we can also talk about it off stream as well. You know, look at your schedule and such.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
Okay.
but-
Okay, so we will make that decision off stream, and then we will reveal it on stream next time. So, first of all, thank you very much to our guest, Garrett, and the return of Ariel.
yay.
Yay!
What a good episode to show back up on. Return of the Shadow.
It was a pleasure killing your family with you, Marty.
Well, thank you. And to you.
And
I
also,
reduced your family by a factor of 2, Marley. You are welcome.
If
They
you
can
ever
go-
wish to kill your father or mother again in the future, please contact me.
It's supposed to be a real moral dilemma for
Yeah.
Hester.
This is my personal number. Don't worry.
but outros and plugs. Timothy.
Hi, I'm Timothy. Thanks for watching us stream this nonsense, shenanigans. Have a great day. Enjoy the weather. Be cool. Let's not forget what's going on in the world. Let's remember to be kind. And, it all starts with the individual little ways. So Let's be cool and good to be each other. Live long and prosper.
Cece.
Hi, I'm Cece, aka Super on the Twitters and the Instagrams. I would like to plug, like I've been doing, having fun playing D&D with your friends. Hopefully you all can get vaccinated soon and safely play in person with your friends. But if not, hey, Discord or another video streaming service is a excellent way to go about it. So try it, won't you?
Garrett, is there anything you would like to plug?
I could plug Discord.
Oh,
Huh?
Inspiration.
Oh, Garrett, I just heard you're busy.
now.
No. Don't worry. I'll take that inspiration for next time.
Good.
And I don't know. The only thing I can think to plug is I think it's annoying that every time I go back to watch Great Laughing Dragon Inn videos on YouTube, I see 97 subscribers. Come on, there's not 3 of you out there that can go do a subscribe.
It has
So
been
close.
bothering me for
It's so close. Tell your grandma to go on and just listen to it or whatever. Like,
She doesn't know what she's doing. Yeah.
yeah,
hurts
it doesn't
nobody.
even matter.
Sign in for her.
Create an account for her. I don't think you can do
Or
that.
log in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Or if you're like my parents, they have 5 Google accounts because they don't think they have any, so they keep creating new
Creating a
ones.
new one every time they sign in.
Yeah.
So
Are you saying all our subscribers, your parents, randomly?
I believe my father has subscribed, but I could be wrong.
There are
with that.
97 different hat.
Yeah, I would not put it past them.
I have a couple of nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
And come watch Odyssey of the Dragon Lord.
For sure.
Yeah.
Also that.
Where
All these
inspirations
players,
do earn you.
even though they're the bad guys, all these players are.
Yes, our flagship show.
Awesome. Thank you. And Marty.
First, because I guess it's topical now, even though it's not yet Pride. I'm gonna plug King Kid Pride. Yeah, it's called Pride. I'd like you to look the word up and just just do it. That's fine. No one cares about your shitty kids. So they'll learn about it sometime. You'll have to have a second conversation with them. Sorry about it. But beyond that, you know how to get us to 100 subscriber is to subscribe and like and ding bells and leave comments and use that Amazon subscription you got, just kind of lying around. Apply it here. Remember to do that every month because that's annoying. But recently, friends of the show, Mary and David, did that very thing. And it's never been easier, as I'm sure they would say. Don't ask them. But yeah, so like, subscribe, engage social meds wise, and be good to each other and get vaxxed and all the other things that I'm sure Andy will cover. Andrew?
I know I have to cover things. Yes. Hi, everybody out there. Do everything my lovely players said. Give us a watch. Give us a follow. If you like us, tell a friend. And if you don't like us, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's see. Be kind. Get vaxxed or wear a mask where applicable. That's it. What do we have upcoming? Have a safe holiday weekend.
A wet holiday weekend.
And then Wednesday, Task Force Unlikely will return. And that will be probably fun. And by fun, I mean probably traumatic, but both.
Fun for you as DM.
Oh, it's great. Always a great time for me. Have a great night, everybody.